In this world of strife and sorrow, great things happen. I know you may be wondering, why do I say that? Well, it's because no matter what's going on in this world, great things do happen. Although people are in a financial rut, people are losing their homes, people have lost their jobs, and people have lost their homes, great things still can happen. I have given up on my dream, was working a dead-end job, had no future, and even then still I was fortunate enough to find my passion and destiny by getting chased by a dog. I have been blessed to have a great thing happen to me. My name is Kendall S. Carmen. I'm a young man from the Miramar, Florida area. I'm an entrepreneur, pastor, singer, and martial artist. But 3 years ago that wasn't the case. I had no idea what I wanted out of life. My money was very, very low. I worked a dead-end job and was living life aimlessly. I didn't really have anyone or anything to live for. It is not a great thing for a human being to live life with no purpose or goal. But luckily for me, my identity and purpose fell right on my lap by getting chased by a dog. I grew up playing football all my life. I've been playing football ever since I was in middle school. I played high school football throughout all 4 years of high school, but didn't earn a football scholarship like my heart desired. I still wanted a football scholarship, so I left to Arizona to play football for a junior college named Mesa Community College in endeavors to earn a Division I football college scholarship. But the grass is not always greener on the other side. In other words, it didn't work out for me, and deep down I knew that there was something else out there for me, and it had nothing to do with football. So due to the fact that I'm over 2,000 miles away from home, I was living off my struggling single mother and the fact that she was also living with an abusive, violent man, I made a decision to go back home. Not to mention that I was the biggest bench warmer on the team and had no playing time. I figured that it would be more convenient for me to just go home. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen, just like that I gave up on my dreams. I'm sure you must be thinking that I should never give up, but I did give up. So I left Arizona and gave up on my dreams, leaving me empty, hopeless, aimless, and lost. I thought to myself, what now? So I went back home and got a job working at Jason's Deli part-time, making .00/HR and taking prerequisite classes at Broward Community College. My grades were suffering horribly. I changed majors like 5 times. I started college with a 3.8 GPA and ended up dropping to 2.2 GPA, working only 4 hours a day at my /hour job. Things were not the way I planned them to be. What a wonderful and productive lifestyle. Why, the way I was being sarcastic. But once upon a time, it was a Tuesday night, November 1st of 2011. I came home one night and I had the wrong letter delivered to my house. It belonged to this lady that lives down the street from me, about 100 meters away from my house. I wanted to go and give it to her that same night, but something in me told me to just give it to her tomorrow morning after coming home from my biology exam. I did just that. I went to school the next morning to take my biology test and came home that morning. As I pulled up in my driveway and had the letter with me to give to the lady, I parked my car at home and decided to walk over there, and lo and behold, she was outside with her dogs, and I was like, cool, even better. But although her house was 100 meters away, like I mentioned, her dog started running towards me. At first I disregarded it, but I looked at the dog, and I said to myself, why the hell is this dog running at me like this? So I decided to run away because I'm chicken like that. I ran for about 200 meters and the dog just kept running after me. I got tired and stopped in front of a random man's house, picked up his recycling bin to fight the dog off, and it worked and the dog left. I apologized to the man and he told me that it was fine. Because of that he grabbed my attention. Now mind you, I didn't know what I wanted out of life. I was just dabbling around life. So you can imagine the emotions I was feeling because of these questions and how curious I was getting. Even though I was living life aimlessly, that didn't mean that I didn't want more. By this man being really Interested in little old me made me feel special. After a few minutes passed, the owner of the dog came around and told me that the dog was just playing with me. Me running away was a mistake, or was it? We arrived back at my house. She dropped me off at my house and I walked to my door. But before I touched the doorknob to enter my house, something told me to go back and finish the conversation I had with that mysterious man. I walked back around and he was still outside waxing his beautiful Mercedes-Benz. Then I asked him, "Is there something you wanted to show me?" He said, "Yes, give me a moment, let me go get my laptop." He got out his laptop and I was blown away. I saw visions, signs, and wonders. I had fire shot up in my bones like the prophet Jeremiah because of my excitement. I found out what I wanted in life by getting chased by a dog. I found a reason to live. I began to dream again. I wasn't aimless anymore. I saw people being free and lives being changed. What I saw was people paying off debt, driving new cars, and firing their tyrant bosses. It was a surreal moment for me. Words can't explain what I have seen. You must see it for yourself. I discovered my true identity. All I can say is that curiosity can make you rich, and great things do happen in this world. If great things can happen to me, then great things can happen to you. Since I was blessed to see what I saw, you will be blessed too. But you must want the blessing.